Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
For a minute.
Yeah, for a minute. We're going to be here, and these DJs are, I seen them walking in the door.
Yeah, they'll be trying to kick us out of here in a few minutes.
Yeah. They ain't kicking me out of shit. I'll fucking plant my ass right here.
You're saying you're running over again.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Me either.
Well, they got real pissed when we really ran over.
I know.
It was like 4:20 before we got done talking.
They're like, we had stuff planned for that. Well, you guess you got to change your plans.
Yeah. Well, hell, they run over all the time.
Yeah.
Paul bitches about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, fucking Leslie.
But they blame us when they run over.
Yeah, they blame us when they run over, yeah.
Well, they ran over first, and it made us run over.
Yeah.
Tattletales.
Yeah, and then sometimes one of the DJs can't make it, and they do like 20-minute to 30-minute. Some of them fucking play for an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. They work with the program director, not me, on their set times. And they've got a lighting system in here, so when it goes yellow, that means wrap it up. So we don't ever look at it, fucking.
Nope.
Matter of fact, I don't even think he's really turned it on when we do it. We have a big clock in here. We know when it's about time to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
So, and we generally run over a few minutes, it's not a big deal.
They know that we were going to do what we want to fucking do anyway.
Hell, one day we got fucking discussion. Fuck, it was like 4:30, 4:35 before we got done talking.
Yep.
Yeah, ain't a big deal. I don't care.
Nah.
That's the perks of owning this fucking place,
Exactly.
They're like, well, we're not going to tell the boss to shut up. Well, realistically, we would like to be done at 4:05 and bounce our ass out of here, because I've got to be back here, and Jimmy's got a little bit of a drive home, so.
Yeah, a little over an hour drive home.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean, we would definitely like to finish up early, so, but it ain't a big deal,
Nah.
But yeah, Lights Out's going on this weekend.
Hell yeah.
And then make sure you guys tune into the live stream of that, and then
hopefully Sean does good down there at Murder
Yeah, I hope he does do good. Yeah, because as soon as this race is over, they're blowing the damn thing back apart and changing it over again.
Yep.
So
I want to see him beat Daddy Dave down there.
Yeah. It's interesting. Daddy Dave was the fucking shit for the longest time, but not so much.
He was really king shit in the truck.
Uh-huh.
And when 2.0 came out, he was doing pretty good, but then he just kind of faded off.
Yeah. Yeah.
When he switched over from turbos, it seemed like he just couldn't get a hang of the Pro Chargers.
Well, he runs a Pro Charger now. He never
did that great after he went Pro Charger.
Yeah, but he went Pro Charger before a lot of people did. But
he went Pro Charger. He was one of the first ones.
But the problem was, Shane had a Pro Charger too, but the problem with the Pro Charger was the Nova was too short.
Yeah.
And to run what he needed to run, he needed a longer front end. So yeah, and then that car's got a chassis change to it, and they got it set up to run the big one, but then he was too heavy.
Right.
So, yeah. So, what are you playing with?
Oh, the bottle to my drink.
No. And I could hear it.
The bottle to my nitrous.
I could hear it through my headphones. I'm like, that ain't me playing with anything. I didn't realize I was doing it.
Yeah. Said that.
I could hear it right through the headphones. I was like,
my bad.
It's like, well, that ain't me playing with a fingerboard in here.
No, that was me playing with my bottle.
Yeah. But yeah, then next week we got World of Pro Mods, and then let me look at the calendar here real quick.
Now, Sean runs that one again, but it's the Pro Mod, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, so the World of Pro Mods, and then you got Texas Heat Wave Spring Break Jam.
Yep.
Kick off to Spring Break.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, load-in's on Friday, Saturday. No, the load-in is on the 28th. 1st and 2nd is the show.
Okay.
So, yep. Spring Break Jam, South Padre Island. And then after that is Daytona Bike Week. And then I don't know. There's some other races going on. We'll have to fucking pay attention to it. Yeah. So yeah, you know.
Yeah, people were starting to talk about Bike Week. I knew it was coming up.
Yeah.
One of these years I'll be in Florida seeing my kids when Bike Week's there and I can buzz over.
Oh, yeah.
Because they only live an hour from Daytona.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, Daytona Bike Week, man, that's a good time, man. I mean, you know, I remember back when IASCA had that big show down there in Orlando. And
I really like Daytona anyway. Daytona's a nice, clean, big city.
Yeah.
Where Miami's fucking dirty.
Yeah, you cross that bridge into Miami and it's like, oh, man.
Their beaches aren't that clean or nothing down there. I'm not a big fan of Miami.
Yeah, I tell you what, back in the Slick Chick days, we had a booking in Miami during spring break, and we fucked up and took that tour bus over the bridge, and fuck, we had about 30 fucking cops on us about fucking, I never knew this was a thing down there, signage.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if you come in there with a big Prevost tour bus with Slick Chick down the side or Girls Gone Wild, it's a big fucking deal. They got to charge you. You have to pre-register for your signage fee. It's all a racket on how to make money. And
yeah. And it's an advertising thing, they say, so.
Yeah, and the nightclub should have fucking warned us. We didn't know.
Yeah.
And that fucking sheriff was like, take that fucking bus back over the bridge.
Oh, yeah?
I was like, okay. Not a big deal to me. And then even vinyl wrap cars. You can't have vinyl wrap cars down there without paying a big fee. And it has to be approved. So,
that.
Yeah. Yeah, they didn't like it because we were from St. Louis. So, like, fucking, we were already on their shit list.
Well, I know Bike Week last year, at Daytona Bike Week last year, they were on loud bikes big time.
That's fucking crazy. And it's like, it happens there every fucking year.
Yeah, the nights at Daytona Bike Week, let them rev them up. Fuck.
You know, I mean, it's like, it's the big money.
Everybody there wants to hear anyway.
It's the big money maker for the city. Well, it's just like slamming and jamming down in Lebanon, Tennessee. Back when Charlie had the show, fucking, and everybody's like, well, the city kicked you guys out. No, that's not what happened, people. The cops got so fucking brutal at fucking trying to make quotas for tickets that Charlie said, fuck it, we're moving this bitch to Maggie Valley.
Yeah.
So every time we would come down and do Silverado's nightclub, and people would recognize Slick Chick with Slammin' and Jammin'.
Right.
And we would go to any restaurant. Fuck, we go to Walmart, and people's like, "Oh, Slick Chick, oh, you're with the show Slammin' and Jammin', man. We miss that show, man. We miss it. All the business owners made money. Hotels were packed, and well, it's because you're fucking local ass cops. Well, now those cops are gone, and they got a new mayor, and they wanted us to come back, but then." I went down there several times in city hall meetings, and it was the big fucking thing about the titties. And it's like...
Now Pigeon Forge is having problems.
Yep. And it's like girls flashing their tits and all that. And I'm like, well, here's my business plan. We're going to do an 80s and 90s theme show. And so it will still be slamming and jamming, but it would be a throwback.
Right.
And I presented them my business plan, and they loved it. So... You know, the car and truck show is one thing, but it's more of an experience to go back in the 80s and 90s before cell phone technology took over.
Right.
You know, hell, the registration booth is a fucking Blockbuster, you know? So, I mean, it's just, I look at it like this. We all grew up going to mom and pop car shows, and it's all 50s themed and the pinup girls and all this other stuff. And it's cool, but now we're the older people. So someone's got to show respect to the 80s and 90s, you know?
Yep.
So yeah, that is what's up with that. So, and then somebody was like, are you going to have drifting there? That wasn't a big thing then.
No.
You know, we got 3 major stages. We got fucking TLC performing to Huey Lewis and the News, and fucking tribute fucking bands, and Kid and Play's gonna be there. Fucking, I mean, you know.
Oh yeah.
It's the way it is, you know. And
yep.
And I've also heard people is like, well, since it's an 80s and 90s show, I can't bring my new Tesla. Bring it. We get a class for it. We got 200 fucking classes. So, and we got probably 50 fucking best of show fucking awards. So.
That's how it should be.
Yeah, that's how it is, you know. I like how we're doing the main stage is like a playground. And the bikini girls have to slide down the twisty slide to enter the bikini contest. And they will look like the 80s and 90s, like Farrah hair and everything.
Oh.
You know, so yeah, we've got this planned out, guys.
Yep.
And we know what we're doing. So, and then styling at the lake, yeah, that's going to be a good show with the boats and the camping. And
so it's going to be an 80s, 90s theme with the bikini girls.
Yep.
That stage is going to smell like fucking Mad Dog 2020 and Aquanet.
Probably. Yep. Yep. Probably will. Yep.
Mad Dog 2020 Aquanet and coconut oil.
Yep. Some fucking, look like some Hawaiian tropic girls.
Yep.
You know, so, yeah, we even went out and bought wigs.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Did you get mullets?
No, no, I don't, maybe, I don't know. My hairstylist that does my hair, Michelle worked with her on setting all that up. And, because they sell hair toppers and all that shit for women.
Right.
Well, hair toppers are like a couple $1,000s. And, yeah, we ain't doing that shit. But she knows, she's got connections to buy wigs and all that. And the one thing is, the girl that does my hair, or the company that does my hair, but she owns a company, they work with cancer patients and all kinds of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So you know, they do very good at working with people's hair to keep it longevity, you know.
Oh, yeah.
So that's the reason why my hair looks so fucking good. You know. Got all that special fucking Indonesia fucking root shit they inject in my brain. So.
You know, my family doesn't lose their hair. My dad died with a full head of hair. I haven't lost any hair.
Yeah, my family got the receding hairline, but I didn't have a hairline issue. What I had was stress.
Yeah.
And the stress was causing, like, they thought I had cancer. And, yeah, I don't have cancer. It's just fucking stress from fucking bullshit girls.
Well, you know, the guys that lived behind me when I lived over on the other side of town.
Mm-hmm.
He was bald, and both of his boys were bald on top by the time they were 24.
Oh, no shit.
Doug just shaves his head completely now, and Derek just wears a hat. He takes his hat off and balls the shit on top.
That's funny.
They were like 24 years old and both balder and fuck on top. I was like, Jesus. You guys are babies. Like right after high school, it started receding back. Fuck.
That was funny as fuck.
Derek's like, well, you know how I lost mine? I rubbed it all off on crotches. I'm like, yeah, them guys are fucking loving that. Fuck you.
Yeah, well, I also I've got nice hair, but I also wore a hat a lot. So that
did too.
That will fucking rub the follicles out. Yeah. I learned all kinds of stuff through these people. Yeah. Yeah, it took 2 years to get my head back the way it should be. And yeah, because I've had people like, oh, do you have hair transplants? No.
I'm a redneck. I had the mullet back in the day.
Yeah. Yeah, I had one back in like 7th and 8th grade. Then in ninth grade, I cut all of it off and got a bowl haircut, and I couldn't believe how light my head was.
Right.
And I was like, God damn, like, fuck all that hair. So, yeah.
My hair, if I let it grow out, is very curly.
Oh, is it?
Oh, God, I could have the Jerry curl looking hair in the back if I let it grow out, because I did it a few times.
Yeah, if I let my sides grow out, it gets kind of thick and curly like that, and
Oh, mine looks like it's permed. It gets so curly.
Oh, really? Yeah,
when I get out of the shower, it looks like I got a full perm going on.
Yeah, I used to do that back in high school. I think it was like 10th grade. I'd shave the sides, and then I had the top of it permed.
Yep.
You know, and yeah, that was about a year and a half I did that.
I used to shave the sides around the ears and everything. Then I had the mullet. I had the little bangs almost on top, and then the long hair in the back. But that hair in the back would curl out like a son of a bitch unless I straightened it.
Yeah.
And I had a little girlfriend that liked to straighten it sometimes, so she'd straighten it. But other than that, it was curly.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, you get
curly hair sucks.
Yeah, because people are like, I can't believe you've got such a nice such good hair at your age. I pay a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
And they go through that shit, and you know, like basically when they first started, it's like this ball, and it's got all these needles, and they run it over your head and like inject all this stuff into your scalp. And that stuff, it rejuvenates, but then it reimpregnates your scalp to start growing hair. And dude, I'm telling you,
aerating your head.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is, and it's like a whole 2-year fucking process of it. And
damn,
Craig Rowdy, he's pretty much bald, and he asked me about it, and I gave him their number, and he called them, and he said he'd drive up from Mississippi. But here's the thing: you got to go every other week.
Yeah.
And if you miss a week, you done fucked up the whole month.
Oh, man.
So it's like a lot of shit. You got to use special shampoo and this, and this. And then, you know, that's just what the coloring with the blonde and the way that they do the stripping and all that stuff. So every other week when I go get my hair done, well, it's not every other week now. I'm like at every 3 weeks because it's beyond manageable. They said I can actually go a month, but my hair does this thing because, you know, they put all those chemicals in me. It's like when I was a little kid, if I get in the sun, my hair gets really blonde. Well, I tan.
Right.
So I get in a tanning bed. Well, that's fucking UV light, and fucking next thing I go to them like every other time, and they have to put darkening shit in it to darken the blonde, so it ain't fucking bleach blonde.
Right.
So it's like, and the thing is, most guys don't go through this self-maintenance. Me, I own businesses and stuff. I don't look good as a bald person, okay? And, you know, I'm not gonna glue a fucking, what is it?
Mop on your head?
Yeah, fucking, not a wig. What do they call them things? Toupees.
Toupee?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a toupee fucking guy. And, you know, but I have enough thick hair, but then in certain spots it was thin. So that's the other thing is, where the spots, they've refixed some of that, but then they cut my hair a certain way to lay the way it needs to lay. So it fills it in. So, I mean, it's like a whole, but see, I used to model when I was younger. So, I mean, I've always took care of my hair and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you go through a breakup and a stressful relationship, and then the bitch tries to fucking claim that you're dead and sends shit to the state and all that crazy nonsense. I mean, fuck me, man. I mean,
you were pulling your fucking hair out.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I was like, goddamn, like, I got cancer. Like, I went and got tested, and I went to another doctor, and this ain't no male pattern baldness. This was fucking stress.
Yeah.
So I had to go to a stress doctor. I had to go to the fucking hair fucking girl, and fucking a combination of 3 different fucking people to get me back on track. So yeah, it took a couple of years, but yeah.
I bet.
Yeah. Yeah. Plus, when they do it, and you're first starting out, and your follicles are growing, and they're so long, then they do hair extensions like a girl. And man, that is time consuming as a motherfucker, because they take a strand of hair and then they loop and then they twist in 3 strands to the one. So think about the strands of your hair, and they got to do a majority of them like that in a bad area, because what they're sewing into your hair helps impregnate to grow more hair.
Right.
So it's like, it's kind of hard to explain to somebody on the radio, but there's probably a lot of listeners that, and I'm sure it's in the, well, actually, I'm looking at the instant chat now, and there's a lot of people talking about it, and, no, it's not Hans Wyman. Hans Wyman's fake. It's all bullshit,
Smoke and mirrors.
Yeah. Well, Hans Wyman does do hair transplants.
Do they?
Yeah, so, no, I didn't do any transplant stuff. They just rejuvenated my scalp, and it's a lot of work. The best way to describe it, go look at Daniel Taj.
Right.
Daniel Taj went through the same thing I did. So did Rob Dyrdek. Nicolas Cage did.
Yeah.
Because Nicolas Cage was going bald.
Yeah, he was.
And then...
he was going bald when he was young.
Yeah, fucking Tom Cruise has went through this procedure. I only found out about this because I lived in Hollywood back in the day.
Right.
So, Charlie Sheen has done it. It's just, it's time and money, people. And most guys, most guys will spend the money, but they don't have the time to dedicate to it.
Yeah, they don't have one or the other. They don't have the time or they don't have the money.
Yeah, so it's a lot of work. And, it's my hair. Grab my fucking head, man. Fucking it ain't coming out.
I'll get to fight. You ain't knocking that shit off.
So, it just is what it is, But then again, even back in the day, I'd get my hair cut every other week, so.
Right.
That ain't nothing new to me,
Oh, it's getting time to go home.
Yeah, it is about that time, guys. We'll be here tomorrow at 1 o'clock, but we're going to pass
If you're lucky.
Yeah, if you're lucky. Yeah, if the weather don't fucking freeze us out. We're past the snow. We're just brutally cold now.
The old truck starts.
Yeah, if the truck starts, Jimmy will be in,
Yep.
Excuse me. But on that note, guys, we're going to pass it over to these DJs, and I will be back tonight with Adrenaline show. Yeah, Pure Adrenaline. That comes on at 7.
Have fun with that. I'll be home where it's warm.
Yeah. Yeah, watching your drift car videos.
Yep.
Yeah. So on that note, guys, see ya.
See ya.